having multiple exposures ready to go.
Mm-hmm.
So we shoot a lot of events where right here is one exposure
Mm-hmm.
and right here is another exposure, and you need to be able to shoot both.
Mm-hmm.
And they're not as easy as being able to just flop a light down or turn a light up. Like you need to completely change your exposure.
Mm-hmm.
Being able to hold 2 to 3 exposures in your head at the same time and switch back to them quickly
Yep.
goes a long way, and it has served me very well. Very good example is Groom. A lot of times outside, first look, she's coming down the aisle. What his exposure is,
Mm-hmm.
what her bright white dress is completely different.
Yep.
And you should know those ahead of time and be able to switch ahead of time quickly.
Well, and I think too, like you guys were talking about it in relation to like a concert where you're getting shots of what's happening on stage versus shots of the crowd who don't have the bright lights on them, but you still want to capture. Or like in a convention, it's the speaker that's up on stage and then the guests of the convention sitting a few rows back that are just barely lit by like the giant screen behind the speaker. So how, you have to flip back and forth.
Even going as far as that, we're like, a lot of times in the concerts we do or on the cruises or the speaker, he's lit almost sometimes perfectly.
Mm-hmm.
So a lot of times it's like flash on, or flash off, click, 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 flash back on, change exposure. And this is where it came from, is we actually had this cruise discussion where they were like, yeah, I usually have 2 or 3 exposures in a row and I'm constantly switching between this, because this is completely different than this.